Hi guys, welcome to another video in Ep1 Fitness. Today is just going to be a short informative video regarding the lean gaining phase. So we're currently going into winter in the UK, which is the chosen period for most people to do the lean gaining phase to put on some mass before summer. So when they cut down and they lose a bit of muscle mass, which is inevitable, they still retain enough. So with regards to this, I personally still struggle to stick to my macros when I'm bulking because I've got a huge appetite. So how I structure my meal plan to maintain this is I'll go for high fibre, high protein foods that basically every meal try to get 20 grams of protein in each meal because that keeps you feeling fuller for longer, and the same with fibre. There is something called satiety, and basically that is the feeling of fullness. So you're satiated, you've had a nice meal, you're full, you're happy, and you're not really going to go snacking in 20 minutes on chocolate and crisps. So that is what we're looking to feel throughout the day. A few ideas how to keep this feeling going is at every meal I look to have 20 grams of protein. So if I'm having breakfast, I'll either have oats with a scoop of whey, or I'll have 4 eggs with 2 egg whites, which is going to be higher in fat, but it's still going to be around about 20, maybe 30 grams of protein. So it gives you that satiated feeling in the morning. So you can get on with your day, get work done and focus because you're not feeling hungry. Also, fibre is a big one. That also increases satiation. Just like protein, they're equally as potent as each other. So all your green leafy vegetables, all fruits, they contain a lot of fibre. In terms of fruits, I'd stick to whole fruit rather than fruit juices because a lot of fruit juices don't contain as much fibre as the whole fruit, as when it goes through the process of being juiced, it loses a lot of its fibre. Another thing I personally use is later on in the evening, that's when I seem to get real hunger pangs and get really hungry. So at that point, I'll have some high fibre cereal. There's one from Morrison's actually called High Fibre, which is great. Put some high protein Alpro yogurt on there, because my stomach personally doesn't agree with lactose. Shredded wheat again, that's another one I'll use, and put some fruit on it and yogurt, and that sort of has a sweet kick, and then it's got the fibre and the protein, so it keeps you feeling full before you go to bed, so you're not snacking on crisps or something later on. After this video, or later on next week, at some point I'm going to upload a video of my usual shop. So it'll give you some meal plan ideas, what my weekly shop would look like on a bulk, and just what sort of foods to incorporate really. Final thing I want to really mention in this video is that there's a chemical in your brain called ghrelin. This will basically bring on hunger pangs. So say that you're used to eating at 9 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon and 5 at night. At around that time, it will kick in if you've not eaten, and it will start to make you feel hungrier because that's the time your body is used to consuming those meals. If you are out and about or at work, on your way home from work or something, I'd advise not stopping to a shop and get like a chocolate bar or a bag of crisps just to get through that, because with ghrelin, what happens, studies have shown as well, is that if you can pass through that for the period it lasts, usually about 10 to 15 minutes, then it'll drop back down and it won't come back up again until the next time your body's due food. So if that were at 12 o'clock when you get hungry at 5 o'clock for your tea, it'll start around it then. But rather than giving into those hunger pangs, if you can just last out and then wait till you get home and have something that you've already pre-prepared, which would be massive advice again from myself. I always, every week I do a shop, I'll prepare about 200 grams of pasta, split that into 2 different portions, some sweet potatoes and some rice, just so on the day I can cook my protein, which is usually pretty quick to cook, and then I've already got my carb sauce ready, so I can just warm that up, add that all together and the meal's ready, rather than preparing everything on the day and then having to wait for it to be cooked. If you have enjoyed this video and found it informative, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything else you'd like to see, and please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you and take it easy.